Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Attitude determines altitude. Now, what do I mean when I say attitude? Or more particularly when I say altitude? Well, attitude is your mindset. Attitude is your mindset. How are you approaching something? Are you approaching it with optimism? Are you approaching it with pessimism? Are you positive on something or are you negative on something? You happy about something, you sad about something. It's all in how you look at the situation. And then when you say altitude, I mean that in more the metaphorical sense of how high that you will go in a particular situation. Remember, as we go through life, every single moment is a choice. Every single moment, Do I record this podcast right now or do I wait till a little bit later? Like I always record these podcasts early, and then put them up. But what if I wait till the next day? That's a choice, Do I start doing my home workout now? Or do I go to one of the grocery stores that's still open? Since I'm doing some work around my place, maybe go to the home improvement place, Or do I go to the grocery store? Do I watch a very good show on Netflix? Or do I sit and watch some superhero movie? Everything is a choice, right? But the attitude that you have with that choice makes a big difference. If you go into any situation, any choice, and you got negative thoughts, or you feeling depressed, or you feeling bad, that affects the outcome of that choice. That affects where you're going to go. If you're doing a job and your attitude's like, well, this job ain't important. It's just something I'm just doing. Well, you're not going to do the best job. You're going to do a half-ass job. But then if you go in with a positive attitude, you feeling like, oh, I'm going to do my best, you're going to give a little extra. It's like, it's like going to work. Like say you're a server at a restaurant or something, right? Say you're a server and when the restaurants were still open, but they'll open up again at some point. So you're a server at a restaurant and you make your money through tips. That's really where you make your money. Now, say you just going in like a job and it's like you negative and you just doing just the bare basics. You're not showing any smiles or anything. That attitude you'll get at best, the minimum tip. You ain't going to get that 20%. You probably get that 15 or 18% depending on the place. They always suggest something. You'll get the basics. In some cases, you might not get anything. And in extreme cases, you'll get a complaint, right? You got a negative thing. That's that attitude. You ain't really making more. And then after a while, you get some people complaining to the manager, you're not working there at all. Or you're working less. All right. That's one thing. But then what if your attitude on that same job is like, oh, bubbly and it's great. You're excited. You're excited to see the people. You trying to serve them as best as possible. You walk out there with a lot of money. They, instead of giving you maybe the standard 20%, they'll give you 25, maybe even 30%. And there's actually been service like that. And that's just one example. That's in anything. It's how you look at it. Every situation, every moment, how you approaching it. Are you approaching it with a negative attitude or a positive attitude? Right? Like sitting around my place, right? Sitting around my place, the whole self-quarantine thing. Well, except when I go out and go to numerous stores. I was sitting around and I was like, I've been doing some cleaning, deep cleaning. Like I do the general cleaning like everybody else, but I've been doing deep cleaning. I'm actually been going to the hardware store replacing certain things, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Covering up holes, stuff like that could have been done. Just like the little things, right? Because the attitude is like, oh, okay, if I got to be in the house, I need to make use of my time. Some people might be like, oh, I'm stuck here, and they depressed, and that's the attitude. And it can be tough, or you could say, hey, this is time to fix up and everything. Go outside, get a bucket, wash my car or something. It's the attitude. you know? It's the attitude. It's the attitude, how you can go further. And it's very, look, seriously, every single moment. Like, yeah, some people will look at somebody with that positive thing, smile, and say, oh, that's crazy. But you know what? They win in life because they're approaching everything positively and they can get what they can get. So, anyway, I want y'all to keep rising as always. That's why I always see keep rising. The best way to keep rising is have that great attitude. So, attitude determines altitude. So, anyway, keep rising and transforming. Peace.